So, hi everyone who came here in person, and then hello everyone who is on Twitch. So, as always, I want to let you guys know we do not condone breaking the law in here. So, do not come in here for looking for ways to break the law. We are here to help each other learn and strictly for educational purposes. So, today, what we're going to be working on is a hands-on lab called Metasploitable 2. Metasploitable is an intentionally vulnerable Linux virtual machine that we are going to be using today to educate about technologies like VMware, Kali Linux, Metasploit, and Nmap. Everyone in this room will be able to follow along with the write-up that we have provided on the network share drive on these computers. And those at home who are viewing live from Twitch, you'll have to request a copy of the lab on Discord, and you will require a setup of the lab environment. But for those of you guys here and on Twitch, we'll go through how to set up a VM or a virtual machine on your own computer at home. All right, so Metasploitable 2 is developed by the company named Rapid7. Kali Linux is specifically geared to meet the requirements of professional penetration testing and security auditing. We have it available on your computers as VMware VM. It'll have a arrow-looking icon on your computers. If not, you can search it. We're going to use Nmap to scan our target to find information like network services and open ports. Then we'll use Metasploit framework to exploit the vulnerability in Service FTP version VSFTPD 2.3.4. Now, everyone who wants to complete the or everyone who does complete the lab and wants to use TryHackMe, we have subscription vouchers. So if you complete the lab, you could get a subscription voucher for TryHackMe. You use it for learning material to access different virtual machines with different vulnerabilities, and you can work on that stuff. It's either a whole year subscription, or it expires until June 23rd, somewhere around there. All right. Now, if you want to try setting up your own VM at home, you'll want to consider a few things. In here, we are using VMware Workstations, which is a paid version of what we have because, the school gives it to us. But the free version is called VMware Player, and that can only run one VM at a time. So just keep that in mind. If you want to do more than one VM at a time, but for free still, you can use VirtualBox. You'll have to search that up, which I believe we have links for that as well. That's the link for VirtualBox. And then Kali can also be downloaded and installed pretty easily. You'll see the link for that up there as well. I believe we'll have these links in the Discord. If they're not there, go ahead and add any one of the admins or, club leadership, and we'll go ahead and put the link in Discord if it's not there already. We also have a video on our stream and our YouTube and also in the Discord for how to follow setting up your first VM with these apps. Hi. Oh, that'll be CIT for the user, and then passwords for the password. Yeah. All right. So, thank you guys for being here today. So again, there is a little prize for completing the lab. If you want to pursue a career in cybersecurity, these tools and techniques will teach you how to take a path down studying vulnerabilities and exploits out there in the world. So a big world is out there in technology, lots of things to do, and this content, And the content of this lab is part of the penetration testers and security auditors world. And FYI, this time next month, we will have our first speaker, and the speaker will be talking about penetration testing and malwares. So thank you for being here. Let's go ahead, start the lab, and let's have some fun.
Hello, 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 everybody. Thank you guys for waiting. Appreciate you very much. I'm going to be running through the lab, working on this for you guys. I'll show you guys a copy of everything in just a moment. Hey, Chromatic, how you doing? Yes, it is, but those are all reimage machines. I don't know where it is or how it's on there. If they figure out how to map a network drive, it's CIT and passwords for the username and password. Okay.
We should just link in that by sending out a link
And where? Yeah, I didn't think that because they would be remapped, that they would be changed. So that's my fault.
Okay.
Yeah.
So reimage them and then all the file. It looks like you're getting it pretty quick.
Yeah, no, it should be fine. All good, all good. Sorry, guys. Sorry, hot mic. Hello, whoever just joined. Oh, nice, man. I hope you have a good class. Hope you enjoy it. Let's see here. All right, so I'm going to share a copy of this to you guys. It'll be the specific one that you can set up at home. Double check here, sorry. So the lab is something that you can follow along with. please. All right. Feel free to copy that link, guys, everybody in chat. And I'm sorry. And you'll be able to follow along at home. No worries. The lab that you're going to see me going through is different from the one that's linked there, because it's set up specifically for our lab environment here in the room. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of stuff that you can follow along with. There's screenshots, the exact commands you're going to be doing. Yeah, so have fun with that when you guys end up messing with it. But now I'm going to go ahead and follow the lab, and you guys get to watch. I'm going to try and beat everybody to the punch here in the room because I want to have some, shenanigans. So let's see where we are. Okay, so I think that we're good. So all we're really doing with the lab, let me open another terminal. So the lab really just goes like this. We're going to ping our host or our endpoint, whatever you want to call it, and make sure it's alive. It is. Then we're going to move over to Metasploit. We're going to do a few commands, precursor. Let's see here if I can do one thing before I continue. Sorry for the awkward silence. So, like I said, we in the lab write-up specifically, you're not going to follow these steps. I do things a little differently than the lab, but you'll still be running the nmap TAC SV, which is the services flag, and then pointing it to the IP that we have here in the room. So I'm going to run that. After we run nmap and get our output, the lab asks us to start our database for Metasploit, which is just something as simple as this. So we can check that it's up. That's in Metasploit actually, but msfdb init is the only command that we need, and we're all good to go. Let's see if our command is finished. It has. So we're going to be in the lab focusing on this specific service. This version of the service is exploitable, and Metasploit already has everything we need.
Is the computers in the cage good to go? Do they have the lab already?
They don't.
They don't.
Apologies. Everybody's working hard in there. Excuse me. So, where was I? We were talking about how FTP and this version of FTP is vulnerable. We sorry. Metasploit already knows it's vulnerable, and in the lab, we're going to be directed to use a specific exploit. So we don't have to search for it within Metasploit.
For some reason, they changed the link, so if you just look up Analytics, we have all kinds of security.
Perfect. I'm listening to everybody in the room. Looks like everybody's doing good. What's up, bro? How you doing? Come on in here. Come on. You guys are going to go on a little trip with me.
Today's lab.
He's going to take this spot right here, unless you want to take that one, whichever one you prefer. Yes, sir. Everybody's going to get to the lab in just a second. Same password is the same as the username. I'll be right back. Doing okay?
Yeah, we got today's. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Okay, that should just have the PDF for it. Okay.
Yeah, just open the file here. Click on that bad boy. And then you're good to go. Yes, sir. All right. So everybody over here needs VMs, huh? Yeah. Well, have we checked the computer already? So open up virtual machine. This guy right there. Cancel that. Click on that. Go to the local disk. Click on ISOs. CIT. Nope, not in there.
You're on the Cala website. You want to look at the one that offensive.
Perfect. A couple people have already gotten set up. Love to see it. All right. Guys. Oh my God. I'm sick. I hate this. Okay. That was obnoxious. So we were talking about how in our lab, we are already directed on what exploit to use specifically. So we're going to do that. The exploit is the BSFTPD234 backdoor. How to configure that is pretty simple. Within Metasploit, we're going to show options. We have a R port, R host, and some payload options. What target we're going to go for. And in our lab, all we really need to do is set the R host. It's like this. Okay. Our R port is already 21, which that's the port that FTP is run on. So we don't have to change that. We just had to set the machine that we scanned specifically to be our attacking host, who we're going to be attacking, I guess you want to call it. And it's that simple. We're going to press run. And look at that, we have a shell. So